You scroll because you want to escape the negative emotions in your life. Simply put, if your life was more enjoyable, you wouldn't need to scroll. And the thing is, I went through this same exact thing about 2, 3 years ago. I vividly remember I would be scrolling for 10 hours, probably on average a day. And I remember how awful I felt near the end of it. So think about it. It's like 1 a.m., right? All of my family is asleep, and I'm literally just in my room, in the darkness, still just scrolling. And like mentally, I already know I feel disappointed in myself. But it's like I just kept going, you know? And only now looking back, I realized that I only kept going because I was trying to delay the negative emotions that I was gonna feel. Because let's be real, like anyone would feel disappointed in themselves after spending 10 hours a day, not even eating, just on scrolling. Anyone would feel disappointed, right? And you've gone through the same exact thing yourself. You know how it feels to get to the end of that scrolling phase. And it's like you don't want to get off your phone because you know you're going to feel bad. And so you just keep going and going, trying to delay it more and more. We delay the negative emotions we feel in your life by trying to escape it with scrolling. It's in the same vein as like the fat people who eat away their emotions. Me and you were the type of guys who would scroll away our emotions, who would go on social media and try to escape reality, essentially. But you can't escape reality. It always comes back to bite you. And there's a reason why you're watching this video. You want to stop. And I was in the same exact boat as you are. And so I'm going to tell you specific steps. I'm not going to tell you stuff like install a blocker. Like I'm telling you actual stuff that helped me, right? And the first is a reframe I want you to think about. It's not that you feel bad because you scroll. You scroll because you feel bad. If you isolate the source of your negative emotions and get rid of it, you would have no reason to scroll. Like think about it, visualize in your head. Imagine your life, but 2 times better. As in like you feel more enjoyable, you feel content, you feel fulfillment. Like you're happy, you're smiling more often. Do you think that version of you is sitting there for 10 hours a day scrolling? Of course not, right? But it's like we get too caught up on the fact that we have a scrolling addiction and trying to focus on that, when in reality, we gotta go a step below it. And that step is the negative emotions. And then you might be wondering, well, okay, so if scrolling isn't the real issue, what is? Like, what's causing those negative emotions? And it's a very complicated thing. Like, obviously, I've made tons of videos, if you go to my channel. But essentially, it's a self-respect problem. It's that you tell yourself what you're gonna do and you don't do it. How many times have you told yourself that you're gonna stop scrolling? Tomorrow's gonna be a better day. How many times have you told yourself that? And how many times have you completely ignored that? You've basically told your brain repeatedly that you don't listen to yourself. And so you lose self-respect. And at the end of the day, you can't do anything without self-respect. And so there's 2 main ways to target that, to increase your self-respect. There's a short way and a long way. I want to tell you the long way first. This is more like a long-term plan for your life. Make your life more enjoyable by specifically having a goal that fulfills you. For me, this was working out. And later on, right now, making YouTube videos to help people with the exact same problem that I used to have. But either way, both of these goals targeted a specific want for me that made me feel good in achieving them. And this is the important part. Making progress towards goals rebuilds your self-respect because you tell yourself what to do and you actually start doing it. It's like you're retraining your brain to actually believe in yourself. But again, that's long-term, and this is more of like a months thing rather than days thing, right? The short version, which I'm going to tell you right now, genuinely can save you months of your life. When you relapse or you get an urge to scroll, like anything revolving around scrolling, what's usually the first reaction you have? A negative emotion, right? When you relapse, you feel awful, like, God damn it, I messed up again. Or when you have an urge, you're like, no, I'm not going to do it. Like, you're fighting yourself, right? The short solution is to feel neutral instead. So when let's say you mess up or you have an urge, don't spike your negative emotions, which, as we talked earlier, is probably going to make you scroll. Instead, feel neutral. Specifically, label it in your head. Like, think about what the actual logistical thing you're doing, like physically, and just say, oh, my body just wants me to open up Instagram. Oh, I just want to check Instagram for 5 minutes. Oh, I just scrolled for half an hour. No big deal. When you start to feel neutral, like you just stop giving it power, then automatically it has less of an effect on you. Think about two guys, right? The first guy gets all flared up, and because he feels bad, he wants to escape it, and thus he scrolls. The other guy stays neutral, and even if he messes up, like let's say he checks Instagram, he like clicks on a reel by accident, he starts scrolling, he'll get to the end of that in like an hour or two, and he'll stop. He'll stop because he's objective, he's neutral. When you're emotional, you don't make logical decisions. But you do make logical decisions when you're neutral. And so if you just find a fulfilling goal that actually pushes you to work harder, and in the micro moments, like when you want to pick up your phone, the next time you want to open up Instagram, you want to start scrolling, or on YouTube Shorts, think about how you're going to feel at the end of the day. Ask yourself, is this going to make me feel proud of myself or disappointed in myself at the end of the day? Stay neutral and keep going. Now, obviously, it's a long-term thing that we talked about, but it's simple to understand, hard to actually apply. And that's where I come in. As I talked about it, I help guys specifically with the scrolling addiction. I help them one-on-one with coaching sessions because I found that it took me years to get out of it. Meanwhile, if you just have someone giving you support and accountability, it can shave off that time into weeks or even a few days. But if you're interested in actually solving your problem faster, there's a link in the description to a form if you're interested to see if you're a right fit for it.